But we begin tonight with a deep dive into what is the most promising drug right now for COVID-19 patients. The breakthrough drug Remdesivir is now being used on patients right here in Charlotte. Atrium Health received its first doses yesterday. Now, not many people have been inside the labs in Chapel Hill where it was all developed or spoken to the man behind it. But our Glenn Counts did both, and he joins us now live. Glenn?
Well, Erica, this is a huge deal because with no treatment, it's like this virus had society on the run. But tonight, we can fight back. And the man who gave us that ability is Dr. Ralph Baric. Now, Erica, Dr. Baric spent years grinding away, working in his lab on this drug, and it looks like all that hard work has paid off. To most of us, these just look like vials in a pharmaceutical plant. But the drug contained within is the first ray of hope in the COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, I think Remdesivir is a watershed moment.
Dr. Ralph Baric is the man behind the miracle drug. No, Remdesivir is not a cure for COVID-19, but it is the first antiviral to show any real effectiveness against it.
Quite frankly, because it demonstrates that drugs are going to be effective.
Dr. Baric has been studying various types of coronaviruses for 20 years. His team with the UNC Gilling School of Global Public Health partnered with Gilead Sciences to develop Remdesivir. In a human trial, it cut patients' recovery time by 31% and reduced deaths from 11 to 8%. Dr. Anthony FAUCI spoke about the drug last week.
Opening the door to the fact that we now have the capability of treating.
I had about an hour warning that there was going to be a major announcement. So it was, a very moving experience. I mean, to potentially have made a difference in people's lives, that's an extraordinary feeling.
Remdesivir was approved for emergency use by the FDA, which means it was given to the sickest patients. Dr. Baric thinks that once there's more testing and it can be prescribed earlier in the disease process, the results will be even more dramatic.
The psychological impact of that is also huge in terms of you as a patient knowing that you could be given something that's going to help out. There's no question that positive attitude is an important thing in survival.
The drug's development highlights North Carolina's role and that of the Research Triangle Park in fighting COVID-19. More than a dozen companies and universities are involved right now.
We've already started phase 1 trials with 3 different vaccines. This is unheard of.
The speed at which scientists are attacking COVID-19 is unprecedented, but it's only been made possible by taxpayer-funded research which goes back to the 50s.
In other words, we're going to have something on a shelf ready to go. So when this thing comes, we have things that may make a difference. We may not know for sure that they'll make a difference, but we won't be at ground zero. We will have already walked up the steps quite a bit.
Dr. Baric says think about the AIDS epidemic. For the first 5 years, patients had nothing but a death sentence. Then came AZT. FAUCI says Remdesivir is that groundbreaking, and Dr. Baric says it will pave the way.
Once you have a starting point that has some level of efficacy, building on that becomes easier and easier. And so that's why we have such great HIV drugs now that keep people alive for decades.
Wow, Glenn, this sounds so promising, so very positive. So what's next for Dr. Baric?
Well, he actually has another drug that's also in clinical trials, and this one has the potential to be even more groundbreaking than Remdesivir, because Remdesivir has to be given in a medical setting because it has to be taken intravenously. This other drug could be taken in pill form, which would obviously make it a lot easier to get to the people who need it.
Glenn, thank you. To underscore the significance of this breakthrough, there are at least 95 vaccines and 254 therapies in the works right now to treat or prevent COVID-19. But Remdesivir has shown such promising results that the World Health Organization said Monday that it wants to see if the U.S. and Gilead would be able to make it widely available to treat patients all over the world.